Thank you to everybody for being here. You're in this room because you care about this relationship. You care about this relationship and you want to take it to the next level. But we wouldn't be here without some individuals who came before us and continue to work at this relationship. So I want to acknowledge my predecessor, Ken Juster. Thank you for being here. I want to acknowledge my great counterpart, Vinay Quatra, the Indian ambassador to the US. And I also want to mention a dear friend of mine, Dave Bratt, who's sitting right here. And for those of you that do not know, President Trump recently nominated Dave Bratt to be our ambassador to Australia. And so we look forward to having you there and welcoming you into our Quad meetings. So thank you, Mukesh, John, for organizing this. You guys have been at this for a good time and for a long time. And this relationship is sustained by everybody in this room because you care about it. So thank you for all you do. This is a vitally important organization. I also want to thank my dear friend Al and his wife who are sitting right up here at the front. I've known Al Mason for about over 10 years, I would say. And I remember at one point, Donald Trump Jr. had a book come out, and it was his first book. And Al said, you got to come to New York. We're going to do an event for you where it'll be small. We walked in, and it must have been 1,000 people, and most of them were Indians or Indian Americans. It was one of the most incredible events, and it stuck with both of us. But from those days, Al has been a friend to me. He's been an informal advisor, and he's someone that I continue to stay in very close contact with. So thank you for all you have done and continue to do. Look, I've been in India now 6 months, and we've seen some incredible things happen. As President Trump likes to say, we're results-driven. And so we like to see things happen. We like to achieve things. I did not go to India to sit at receptions. I went over there to be able to increase this partnership that is so vitally important to both of our sides. In my first month there, we had announced an interim trade deal. That trade deal we thought was done until the Supreme Court decided to have another way. And so we continue to pursue that, and we are very close. Just last week, U.S. Ambassador Greer visited us in New Delhi for 2 days, and we are hopefully in the final steps of this deal. Most of this deal is complete. There's a few items that remain from both sides, but it's in the last 1 or 2% of that deal. And people ask me, why is this taking so long? We've been at this trade deal for 1.5 years. To put it into perspective, the European trade deal took 20 years. And so no matter what, as long as we beat the European deal, I think we're in good shape. But I'm determined to bring this to a close because this is a deal that is beneficial to both sides. This is not one side or the other. This is a win-win situation where both sides can do incredible things and do take this relationship to the next level. It's also a deal that, frankly, for a lot of individuals in this room, brings stability. For those of you that trade bilaterally, it's something that's incredibly useful and helpful. India was also invited and joined among the first 10 nations into Pax Silica. I understand you just heard from Jacob Hellberg, who was here a few minutes before I was. It's an incredible partnership. And Pax Silica comes down to one thing, and that is trust. The United States didn't just invite every single country in the world to join Pax Silica. We're inviting individuals that we trust, that we can work with, and that can continue working with us in the future. In the 6 months that I've been in India, I've seen the incredible potential. And that incredible potential is in every sector. There's not a day that goes by that a new item pops up for our two countries to work together. You name the sector, and the United States and India can work together and take it to an incredible height. So whether that's AI, technology, defense, it's unlimited potential, as I like to call it. And I aim to harvest that and to bring the two sides together. And it comes down to that win-win situation. The United States wants to work hand in hand with India. We care about this relationship. We have a president who deeply cares about this relationship. I was just with him before the weekend started here in DC. And I got to spend about 2 hours with the president. And he was captivated by what I have seen in India. He has very fond memories of India. His visit last time, it was one of his most remarkable visits that he continues to talk about. he holds India in a very fond place that it's an incredible thing to have. And so I look forward to, at some point, as Al mentioned, having the president visit us back in India. One thing that I'm proud of is all the embassies compete. So you got your work cut out for you, Dave. But all the embassies compete to bring investment back into the United States. And you have these beautiful embassies in Europe, and they come up on stage and they say, we're proud to announce $500 million. We're proud to announce $700 million. Our embassy in New Delhi, this year, we were very proud to announce that we brought in $20.5 billion in new investments. And thank you. And that put us in first place by far. So it's an incredible, gratifying thing. Again, it comes down to trust. Not a week goes by where an American company comes to see me and they ask me, Ambassador, is it safe to invest in India? Will our IP be protected here? Or will the laws change next month? Is the tax system here safe? Or is someone going to come and shake us down in 6 months? And it's an incredibly gratifying thing to say that the United States trusts India, we work with India, and we look forward to identifying those next opportunities for both of our sides. Since I've gone there, we've also focused on bringing high-level visitors. And that included everyone from the Secretary of the Army to the Secretary of Commerce. And recently, I was very proud to have my dear friend Marco Rubio visit India for 4 days. And not only did he visit India, he went across India and to multiple places. So from Calcutta to Jaipur, Agra, Delhi, he had an incredible time. The President and I were with Prime Minister Modi just last week in France at the G7. And Secretary Rubio was there. And the Prime Minister came over to the Secretary, and his first question was, how did you like Jaipur? And the Secretary was amazed by the history, the colors, the beauty of these incredible places, and promised the Prime Minister that he's actually looking into coming back before the end of the year for another visit to India. So I know I'm excited to have the Secretary back, and word has gotten out around Washington. I will tell you, I was only in Washington 1 day last week, and I probably had 3 or 4 different cabinet secretaries that have all asked, when can I come visit? And so I anticipate having several more before the end of the year, and we're very pleased with that. I want to make an announcement here today. As the video mentioned, we were very pleased to have the Quad meeting in Delhi, and that's something we aim to build on. And one of the things that we're actually looking to do is, in about 2 weeks, all 4 of our foreign ministers will be in the Philippines. And we're looking forward to having a Quad meeting on the sidelines of the Philippines. And so that is not to take away from any of the other nations. Those will continue. We do aim to have a Quad meeting at some point, a ministerial Quad meeting in Australia. But in the meantime, in 2 weeks, we're hopeful to have this Quad meeting in the Philippines with all of our 4 partners. Results matter. Every single week, I tell my team, what is it that we're going to achieve for the American people? And what is it that we can identify that is a win-win for both of our sides? To everybody here, and I've met most of you and a lot of you in Delhi, but to everybody here, just know, the U.S. Embassy is open to you. The U.S. Embassy is open for business, and you are welcome to show up. And a lot of times people show up without an appointment, and we still figure out how to make it work. I try to meet with any business community individual that does show up, because it's something that matters deeply to me. I come from the private sector, as does the president, and so it's an incredible, gratifying thing to be able to create jobs here at home and identify those win-win situations for us all. As I mentioned, the trade deal, we're close to getting it done. Very active negotiations. I mean, pretty much the last 3 weeks we've had travels back and forth. Minister Goyal was in New York. Then we had the assistant USTR rep in Delhi, followed by Ambassador Greer in Delhi right afterwards. So again, our embassy is open to you. Please come visit us. Please let us know how we can help you. As the video and some other individuals here mentioned earlier, over the past 2 decades, our bilateral trade has increased from 20 billion to 220 billion. That's an incredible jump. And it's also something that we're gonna take to a much higher level. And so what President Trump and Prime Minister Modi announced is a bilateral trade goal of $500 billion over the next few years. That's an astounding number that is unmatched. We're ready to do so much with India. India exports more to the United States than anywhere else by far. When it comes to defense exercises, we have more defense exercises together than any other country that India participates with. So to all those pundits that sit online and tweet and say this relationship is in trouble, when you look at the facts of where this relationship stands, whether it's trade, whether it's defense, whether it's the people-to-people ties, the relationship is on strong footing. And we need everyone here to continue working towards taking that relationship to the next level.